Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how we can make some formulas next to our Google Forms data. So let's quickly create a Google form. So in my Google Drive, I'm going to right click, go to More, Google Forms. So we'll just call this purchase order. So the first one is going to be a drop down. And I'll just list some items here. Something like that. We'll make this required. And then we'll do another field to do quantity for this. Short answer. And it should be a number. And we'll say it's greater than 0. Again, make it required. This should be required. This should be required. That's pretty much all I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to a spreadsheet. So I'll go under responses and click on this spreadsheet icon, and I'll just let it create its own spreadsheet. That's fine. So let's say we want to do some formula here on the right as we submit some new items in this form. So let's just quickly add one item here. So I'm going to go ahead and go under preview, and let's just pick one of these and do some quantity. And then I'll do another one just to have a couple of items here. So now if I go to my spreadsheet, here they are. So let's say I have prices for these that I need to auto-populate here. So I'm going to create another sheet here, call this prices. And let me just go grab these. And just add the other two that I had in the list. So this is 12 ounce. And then we need 32, I think. So now let's just do some prices for these. Something like that. So now I want to basically just pull the price as soon as this is entered, right? So generally I would use something like VLOOKUP for that. So I'm going to do equals VLOOKUP, click on this comma, then go to my prices and select A and B columns. This is the lookup column. This is the results column. F4 to lock this just for good practice here, comma, and then do column number 2, which will be the price, and then comma, let me close this. And then the last argument is 0 for exact match. So this is a VLOOKUP. It could really be any other formula. I'm just using a VLOOKUP for this particular instance. So if I hit enter, that should give me the price for this 16 ounce, which is what I have here. And I want also the price for this 24 ounce, which will be this one. So if I just drag this formula down, right now I get this NAs. So the way we could handle those, we could say some sort of if NA and leave it blank. So just to give you an example here, let's actually do if error. That would be easier. So let's just do if error and close parentheses. And that will give me whatever it gives me. And now if I drag it more, see, there is no error. Now let's see what happens. Now we have the formula here, right? So we assume that the next item is going to come through, and then this is going to give us the price for this. So let's see what happens when we submit the form. So we go back to this and choose one of these items. Let's go check out the form. So it says 4, but as you can see, there is no price populated. And if I look in a cell, there is no formula. So what happened is that it basically adds a new row, and the formula is not copied over down to the next row. So this technique doesn't work. So I'm going to delete that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this with an array formula. You want to make sure these are all blank before you do this. Now, if you want to learn about array formulas more. I'm going to link to a video about array formulas, but let's just do an example of that so you can see how this is going to work. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back, and instead of just doing B2, I'm going to change this lookup range to be this whole column. So I'm going to do B2 colon B, like this, to basically send it all the way down starting from B2. And then I need to make this work as an array formula. So you can either do that by adding array formula in front of this as another function, or you can do Control-Shift-Enter or Command-Shift-Enter to actually have Google Sheets do that for you. So see, it basically just does this array formula, parentheses open, parentheses closed. You can also just type this in. It would be the same thing. Now, because this is an array formula, what it's going to do, it's going to work with this whole column, and it's automatically going to drop the results in, even though the formula we have is just in the first cell right here. There is no formula in the cells below. But now let's go test our form again. So I'm going to add an item here. And let's go check out what happens. Now, as you can see, it automatically works because the formula is in here. So you could also take this formula outside of this range of where things are happening by placing the formula right here on top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this and go back to this and do that same formula here. So I'm going to do VLOOKUP. This time, instead of starting from the second row, I'm starting from the top here. The whole column B, that's my lookup. Then I'm going to do the range, which is in prices. So I'm going to do A and B columns here. And again, let's just do F4 for good practice to add those dollar signs, even though it doesn't matter here, comma, and then second column prices, and then 0 for exact match, hit enter. And that's not going to work because this is supposed to be an array formula, and I didn't do array formula around this. So just to show you that you don't have to do Control-Shift-Enter, you can do array formula like this, and just close parentheses in the end over here. So if I hit enter, you'll see how I get an error here. I got an error for all of these, and I got my prices down in this column. The reason this is an NA is because now it's searching for choose the item, and there is no item like that, so we get an error. We want this just to be the column name here on top instead of saying NAs. So what we could do here, we can just go back here in front of this VLOOKUP and do some sort of if function. So we'll do if, and what we'll do, we'll basically check if the row that we're in is the first row. So what I can do, I'll say if the row, and choose the same column, in this case, B. I'm going to say if the row for that B equals to 1, which is the first row where the headers are, comma, then I would like this to be some sort of text. So this is going to be price. Again, it's text, so it's going to be in quotes. And then I'm going to do a comma. Otherwise, I'll do this VLOOKUP. So let's just hit enter to see what we get. So now you can see how now this says price because it checks the row and it says, okay, this is row 1. And then it's going to put the price in here because it's the row 1. Otherwise, it's going to do this VLOOKUP, which is the rest of this. Now, the next thing would be this NAs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just expand on this. I'm going to do ifs instead of if and do multiple if statements. So the first one we'll do, we'll check if it's the first row. Then we're going to put a price in there. And then the second check I'm going to do, I'm going to check if the timestamp is empty. Then we want to leave it blank because with Google Forms, there's always going to be some sort of timestamp. So what I'll do, I'll say if the A column equals to blank, comma, then let's leave it blank, comma, and then the last thing is going to be the VLOOKUP we're doing. So to do the last thing, because we're using ifs now, we have to do a logical statement here. So I'm just going to put true, and then otherwise it's going to be VLOOKUP. So the rest is going to be pretty much the same. I'm just going to hit enter. And now you can see how it all cleaned up nicely. We have the price here. We have all of these things in here. Let's just change this to something like that. That's good enough. Now let's try to add a new line and see what happens. Let's go back and check, and you can see it just works, right? The next line down. So just to make sure you understand that your formula doesn't have to be complicated like this VLOOKUP, for example, you could do this with something more basic. Maybe in your case, you just need to take this number and multiply by this number, right? And if I was doing this, I'm just going to go on top here again. And just to start with, let's just start with the basic concept here. So instead of doing like this times this by the cells, I'm just going to use the whole column. I'm going to say, take the column C and multiply it by this column D. Because now I'm doing an operation with a range, I have to do that array formula function around this. And if I hit enter, you'll see it kind of spills this whole thing down and we have our numbers. Now we need to take care of this value and all of these zeros. So this is where we go back and do that ifs statement again. So the first thing I'm going to check, I'm going to make sure we're in row 1 to do what we're about to do. So let's just say row function, and I'm just going to use the A column this time. If you're using the row function, it doesn't really matter which column you use. It's just getting the row out of it. So I'm going to say if the row number is 1, then let's just put something like total in here. Again, in quotes, comma. The second case, I'm going to check if the timestamp is missing. I'm going to say if the A column equals blank, comma, then let's leave it blank, comma. And finally, the last one is always going to be the true statement to do the last one, which is the else condition. It's going to be basically this, C times D. We do need an extra parenthesis here in the end because now I have this ifs function in addition to my array formula. So I'm going to go ahead and add that and hit enter. And you'll see how I have this multiplication column now, this times this. So now because this is an array sitting on top here, it's really nowhere here to be touched again. So that means if I go back and add another line to this whole situation, it should just automatically work. See, we got this, we got the price, we got the total. So this is one method to do this. I'm not a big fan of this method because these columns we're creating are on the way of any new fields you may add to this form. So we don't want that to happen. So my preferred method is to never touch this form responses worksheet. So instead of doing all of that over here, what I prefer to do, I'm going to clean all this stuff out of here. I prefer to just have a second worksheet where I do all the formulas. So I'm just going to add another worksheet, some name for this. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make sure I first just copy all the data that's in here coming from the form to this calculations spreadsheet. So I'm going to start an equal sign and open a curly bracket like this. Then go to this form responses and basically just select column A and B and then close that bracket like this. So if I hit enter, you'll see it copies the first two columns because I basically selected the first two columns. Now I also probably wanted to do the C column, so that means instead of going from A through B, I should have selected from A through C, but now I'm just going to go and update it A through C. So that should just copy those columns over. So the formulas are pretty much going to be the same, but they're just going to be based on this tab now. So I'm going to go ahead and first start an array formula. Now in this array formula, we're going to start by doing an ifs function. And we're going to check if the row out of this column equals to 1. Then we'd like to put the label price. Now, again, we're going to check if the timestamp is missing. So we're going to say if this equals to blank, then let's leave it blank, comma. And then finally, our real formula. So in this case, it's going to be that VLOOKUP. So I'm going to look up this column B, comma, in this prices worksheet in A and B columns. Again, F4. Or you can add $signs manually if you cannot find F4. And then column number 2 is the price, and then 0 for exact match. Now, to make sure this works, because this is ifs statement, there should be a logical statement before this VLOOKUP, which means there's going to be a true comma, and then the formula. And then finally, we need to make sure we have enough parentheses to close all these things. So this first parenthesis is closing the VLOOKUP. Then I need to close ifs and array formulas. So 2 more. And then if I hit enter, you see how I got my prices and all of this. So now at this point, I can also do my formula to multiply these two things together. It's going to be right here on top. It's going to be array formula. And we're going to start with that ifs function again and row function. I'm going to check if this equals to 1, then we're going to say total. Then if that equals to blank, then we're going to leave it blank. And then finally, the last one is going to be in all the other cases, which is our true, we're just going to do the multiplication, which is C multiplied by D, like this. Close parentheses. This is closing ifs function. And if you pay attention here, how this goes gray, that's how you know which one is closing. Now, if I do another parenthesis, you'll see how the gray one on the left goes to this array formula. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And we got all of these. Can make this bold to make this look pretty. We can also make this currency or something like that. So now if I go and add some things to this, now it adds to this. It's all clean and nice, but that should automatically also add to this one. As you can see, we have our calculations all working out. So again, I'm going to put a link in the description for introduction to array formulas if you want to learn more in depth about array formulas. But for this video, that should do it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.